we are not moving forward with the fund, period. The reasons for the fund is something that President Trump talked about for a long time, which is the fact that there were a lot of people in this country who had their government weaponized against them. The reasons for the fund, I think, remain as important as they were before, but we are not moving forward with the fund.
And that's Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche confirming the Justice Department will not move forward with the proposed $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund. Blanche says while the fund is off the table, the part of the settlement preventing the IRS from retroactively auditing President Trump and his family, well, that will remain in effect. Of course, the fund was met with pushback in Congress. The House and Senate now working to pass Republicans' party line immigration enforcement bill after missing the president's June 1st deadline. That fund was the point of contention over getting that legislation across the finish line. Joining me now is Pennsylvania Congressman Dan Meuser. Congressman, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here this morning. What can you tell us about the state of play? I mean, if Republicans have the votes to move forward today, you'll probably see the Democrats come up with amendments and use a vote-a-rama to test the GOP unity. Will you be successful in getting this reconciliation package over to the president soon?
Hi, Maria. Yes, I certainly think so. It's been 108 days where Customs and Border Patrol, as well as our Immigration Customs Enforcement, has not been funded. The morale issues at DHS overall, we lost over 1,000 CISA employees. TSA has been rattled. Let's just remember why this all occurred. It's because the Democrats, over a 4-year period, allowed 15 million illegals to come into our country, and they're doing everything they possibly can not to have them deported. They're willing to die on that hill, not to deport all of these illegals, whether they're criminals, it doesn't matter. So we're finally going to get this done. I do think Republicans will stick together, if you will. It'll be an only Republican bill. It'll come back to the House, and we'll finally pass this reconciliation for our national homeland security. So
are you expecting anything else to be in that bill other than funding ICE and CBP?
No, these things got politicized.
Right.
I mean, the president had a legitimate lawsuit with the IRS because they created a terrible situation by releasing his records, which is former Revenue Secretary of Pennsylvania. Those people should be going to jail for doing that. But anyway, and his plan was simply to create a fund for those who have been wronged as well along the way by that weaponized Biden administration. And somehow it got out that J6 may be able to get it. So the media, of course, just played that up in the worst possible way. So look, the president's a winner. He's not going to let this stand in the way of funding DHS. So he said, okay, let this go for now. Let's finalize this. Let's just move on.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, a new Treasury Department analysis of this year's filing season shows 90% claimed the deduction for tipped wages, 75% claimed overtime, no tax on overtime, 62% claimed the deduction for interest on American-made car loans, and 68% claimed the enhanced deduction for seniors. A majority of those filers reported an income below $100,000, Congressman. So obviously your one big, beautiful bill played out very well for the public going into tax season.
Yeah, Maria, really, the working family tax cut portion of the big, beautiful bill is fulfilling its intent and then some. As you said, 85% of those on Social Security are not paying taxes. 7.5 million or closer to 10 million have filed for the no tax on tips. The overtime is coming through. Billions of dollars are going back to the people. And keep in mind something. This is part of our plan. Our plan is to grow the private sector, put money back in people's pockets, drive consumer spending, but also drive supply side on made in America. Remember what the Biden administration and Democrats in general plan is. Grow the economy by growing government and excessive spending. Excessive spending both from a legislative standpoint out of Congress and out of the White House, but as well as the Fed. That was the problem with Jerome Powell. He was creating liquidity by purchasing treasuries and putting in Basel III endgame to limit banks' reserves. so as to tighten the private sector. We're all about opening up the private sector. That's what's going to drive real growth, real investment, and in the end, real revenue returns. That's why our revenues are so high.
Yeah.
So we got a far better plan. Theirs is big government, ours is big economy.
Well, the president has been able to really tap into what people want and need. I mean, the Treasury launched the Trump accounts on app stores nationwide this week, advancing the policy to create millions of investment accounts for children. I think this is such an important idea to get kids familiar with investing in the stock market. You say Trump accounts will help future generations participate in market gains. I have to agree with you.
It's terrific. I mean, we've got millions of people already, kids, families are already filed for it. The funding's going to be hit come July 4th. I have a bill to keep this going for future. It creates a participatory economy. Now, millions more will participate in our American economy. And you know what? Ownership breeds appreciation.
Yeah.
And hopefully we turn some of those that are a little bit socialist into participatory capitalists.
Well, I mean, it also gives you your hand on the wheel, right? I mean, you're in charge of your money, and you understand how it's moving by following the markets. And this is a great education. And I always say financial education starts at home. So when you're right there and watching your investments, and you know what where your money is, it's a positive.
It was brilliant. States are picking it up. Some corporations are picking it up. Some small businesses are picking it up. It makes a lot of sense, and it's nothing about positive American growth.
Yeah, Congressman, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks so much.
Great seeing you, Maria.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Dan Meuser on Capitol Hill.